You know the relationship was painful. You remember the broken promises, the mixed signals, the moments you felt ignored, criticized, or emotionally alone. You may even know that leaving was necessary. And yet, some nights, you still miss them. That can feel deeply confusing. You begin wondering whether missing them means you made the wrong decision. Maybe the relationship was not as unhealthy as you believe. Maybe you should contact them. Maybe the pain of losing them proves that they were meant for you. But missing someone does not automatically mean they were good for you. It only means that something inside you became attached. And attachment does not disappear the moment your mind recognizes harm. Your mind can understand that a relationship was unhealthy while your body continues searching for the person. The logical part of you remembers why it ended. The attached part remembers the warmth, the routine, and the moments of relief. Both can exist at the same time. You can know that someone hurt you and still miss the version of them who occasionally made you feel safe. This is especially common when the relationship alternated between pain and affection. They became distant. Then they returned with warmth. They criticized you. Then they apologized and became tender. They threatened the connection. Then they gave you exactly enough closeness to restore hope. That cycle can create a powerful bond. The painful moments activate fear. The affectionate moments bring relief. Because the relief follows the stress, it can feel more intense than ordinary affection. Your nervous system begins associating the person not only with pain, but also with the temporary end of pain. They become both the wound and the bandage. So when they are gone, you may not only miss the relationship, you may miss the feeling of relief that arrived whenever they became loving again. This is one reason unhealthy relationships can be difficult to leave emotionally. A stable relationship does not repeatedly create an emergency and then reward you for surviving it. But unstable love can produce dramatic emotional highs. The reunion feels powerful because the distance felt unbearable. The apology feels profound because the criticism was painful. A small amount of affection feels enormous because you were deprived of it. Intensity can begin to resemble intimacy, but they are not the same. Intimacy allows you to feel known, safe, and emotionally respected. Intensity keeps your body activated. It makes you wait, fear, chase, and recover. The relationship may have felt passionate because your nervous system rarely had permission to rest. Missing that intensity does not mean you miss being harmed. It may mean your body became accustomed to emotional extremes. Calm can feel empty after chaos. A predictable person may initially seem less exciting. A peaceful evening may feel strangely lonely. There is no crisis to solve, no emotional distance to overcome, no dramatic reunion waiting at the end. The absence of pain can feel like the absence of connection when pain and connection were repeatedly paired together. You may also miss who you were inside the relationship. Maybe you felt more hopeful then. Maybe you had a shared routine. Maybe you imagined a future with them. Maybe being their partner gave structure to your identity. When the relationship ended, you did not only lose a person, you lost habits, places, private jokes, and future plans. You lost the version of yourself who expected them to remain. Sometimes that is the person you are grieving. Not only them, you may be missing the future you kept trying to reach. The version in which they finally became consistent. The version in which your patience was rewarded. The version in which all the painful moments were explained by a happy ending. Letting go of the relationship can feel like admitting that this future will never arrive. That is a real loss. But a hope for future is not the same as the relationship you actually had. One existed in your imagination. The other existed in repeated behavior. Healing requires learning to separate them. Ask yourself, do I miss who they consistently were? Or do I miss who they occasionally became? Do I miss the actual relationship? Or do I miss its best moments? Do I miss being with them? Or do I miss not being alone? These questions are not meant to erase love. They are meant to make memory more complete. After a breakup, The mind often edits the relationship. Painful scenes become less vivid. Warm memories become brighter. The brain may replay one affectionate night while forgetting the weeks of confusion around it. This selective memory can protect you from emotional overwhelm, but it can also tempt you to return to a situation that repeatedly harmed you. When nostalgia arrives, do not fight it by pretending there was nothing good. There may have been beautiful moments. There may have been genuine affection. You may have loved each other in the only ways you knew how. But good moments do not automatically create a healthy pattern. A relationship can contain love and still be unsafe. It can contain tenderness and still require you to abandon yourself. It can contain meaningful memories and still need to end. Two truths can exist together. You can miss them, and you can choose not to return. You can remember the good, and you can refuse to forget the cost. You can love somebody and still decide that love is not enough to make the relationship livable. This is where many people become trapped. They believe they must stop missing the person before they are allowed to move forward. But feelings do not always leave before decisions are made. Sometimes you must carry the missing with you while continuing to walk away. You may need to resist checking their profile. You may need to avoid rereading old messages. You may need to stop using loneliness as evidence that the breakup was a mistake. Loneliness only proves that you are adjusting to absence. It does not prove that the person should return. And when the urge to contact them appears, pause. Ask what you need in that moment. Do you need them? Or do you need comfort? Do you need the relationship? Or do you need relief from tonight's loneliness? Do you need a conversation? Or do you need the nervous system to settle? Sometimes the person becomes a symbol for every need you do not yet know how to meet elsewhere. Connection, validation, routine, hope, physical closeness, a sense of being chosen. Those needs are real. But one specific person is not the only possible source of them. Healing begins when you separate the need from the person. You can build routine without returning to instability. You can seek comfort without reopening the wound. You can feel chosen by people who do not repeatedly make you question your value. You can create hope around a future that does not depend on someone changing. This takes time. There may still be nights when memory softens everything. You may still miss their voice, their touch, the version of yourself who believed the relationship would work. Do not treat those moments as instructions. Missing is a feeling. It is not a command. It does not automatically mean go back. Sometimes it only means that your attachment is slowly learning what your mind already knows. The relationship mattered. The pain mattered. The love may have been real. And leaving may still have been necessary. You are not weak for missing them. You are not foolish for remembering the good. But you do not have to return to the place that hurt you just because part of you still remembers the warmth. Sometimes healing is not forgetting the person. It is remembering the whole relationship and choosing yourself even on the days when you still miss them.